Hello everyone, welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name's Tyrone and we are here today to welcome in a new ambulance to the collection, or at least I hope it's an ambulance in here. Quite a few packages come in to the studio each week and I try to keep track of them, try to anticipate their arrival and open them accordingly on the correct video, but we'll see. If worse comes to worse, I'll scrap the video and do it all again tomorrow. Ambulances, there have been very, very many. I think this is the latest one from Matchbox, and they'll all be obviously from Matchbox. This is the 2019 Ram ambulance. Big hunk of metal. They've gone for the plastic base on this one. And what do I have to open these doors? Trusty butter knife. That's probably not going to work. Should we bother? We should. There we go. Quite tight. What can we see? Was it worth it? Sort of a muted chrome interior. I'll leave the screwdriver at hand. Nice. Peel Regional Paramedic Services on the side. If you were in dire need of one of these, you wouldn't care what was on the side, would you? As long as there was a competent person inside. Through the years, we'll just go helter-skelter. There is this one. They just called this the ambulance. There are many different paint jobs. Call 911, clearly for the American service. Very inhospitable interior. Looks more like a commercial kitchen than an ambulance, but we'll forgive them. It's such a cool ambulance. Had the stretcher fetcher. That was sort of the 80s, wasn't it? Late 70s into the 80s. I think it stretched into the 90s. This is really 70s stretcher fetcher, and had the hatchback. At least we had a patient in this one. Can you see? Might be a bit of a sun trap on the interior with all that glass, but help is help. Got a few of those. I didn't go out of my way to get a few of those, but they turn up. That one is in slightly less good condition, so we'll put him in the distance, slightly out of focus. You do need a fleet, don't you? I always find it curious as we lovingly look at the Viper van of the same casting. I always find it curious that when you turn up to a sporting event that there should be an ambulance already there. I know it's preventative or anticipatory, but when you're all G'd up to do something very physical like a sporting event, you don't want to be reminded, do you, that the worst could happen, or worst could happen. Speaking of lumps, this is one ambulance. What else do you need to know? Full on metal, nothing opening on this one. Pretty much the way I like it. Man, that's a lump. And here is another. Both 27, not to confuse the fleet coordinator. They went plasticky. They went metal base and plastic everything else. Ford E350. I was going to say that was an F, but it is an E350 ambulance, 2009. Again, they've done away with the opening parts, and if you don't mind the colour of your ambulance, looking very much like a fire truck, but I know in some countries one is the other, and back and forth. And sticking with the red ones, El Segundo, fire and emergency service, medical service. Again, plastic with a metal base. We shove the suspect package off shot. Emergency ambulance. Where are we? Yeah, there we are. So complete change of livery, but same casting, same wheels. Big old lump, really nice. And oh, that's one of the original in this shape. I like the painted base, but I don't mind if I find one without a painted base. Probably nostalgia. And we already know what's in the back of that. Not a lot. And it got a banged up one. But nice to have the seat warmer because I don't have it mint in that livery. I was looking for the others and couldn't find them. And I thought maybe I'm kidding myself as to how many Matchbox Ambulances, number one, there are, and number two, I have. And then I found another drawer full. So we'll scooch on through the other ones. I like that one. I can kind of get over the blueness to get the blue, but maybe not so much the orange. Why would you want an orange one? That's nice, but a bit plasticky. Some are not. It looks more like a rental van, but that's okay. And you can't have a Matchbox ambulance collection without a V-dub. That is the Volkswagen Transporter with suspension. And another one. Didn't notice that before. Bit of a manufacturer's error, we'll call it. And something a little more different. This is, oh, the stretcher has gone all the way to the front. See if we can get that out without busting anything. Where's my trusty gizmo? There we are. Come on. Do you know when you're behind a car out in public and you see an object on the parcel rack? It's usually a box of tissues, isn't it? Normally a box of tissues or a hat or both, or an umbrella. People like to put an umbrella on the parcel rack. I always think that if a collision happened, whatever is on that parcel shelf will wind up hitting you in the back of the head. Certainly wouldn't want to be in this ambulance with this dude lolling around on a stretcher. No headrests, just hit you in the back of the head. Good times. As he rattles around in there. This is Matchbox Series number 3, Mercedes-Benz or Benz ambulance, made in England by Lesney, the perfect. And about the same era, they did a similar thing, but with a Cadillac. So let's have a look to see if my expectations are correct and my hopes will not be dashed of the new arrival. Always very exciting to get a parcel, even if it is a bit of a mystery or a wild guess. But I'll put myself out of my misery. As I say, if it's not what I think it is, I can just redo the video. No biggie. It's kind of what I do. How else would you spend a day? Oh, plenty of protective wrap. That's good. It's just the one. Hello, new arrival. Get all the rattly stuff out of the way. We can move forward to the prime location, front and centre. Right. Fingers crossed. Oh, it is. It is. Bam. Oh, yeah. So this is a later casting, although, see, just a difference in wheels, and of course it's a military ambulance. Does it have the structure? No, it doesn't even have an opening bit. Oh, that's interesting. But certainly one and the same. Yes. I've never held one of these before. I only ever saw them in the catalogue as a kid, so really nice to have it. And what do we have? Yeah. Super fast wheels, still super fast. A little bit of rock on the suspension like the original, but no suspension per se. But that's fantastic. As my cat decides she's woken up hungry. Love it. Really good to have. Put it front and centre next to its stablemate. And we'll go uptown for a bit of a bird's eye view of the ambulance collection so far. Well, the ones I could find anyway. Hope you enjoyed the show. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.